Hello, guys. I'm Dr. Sajad Pathan, and today we are going to look at the organ donation within the UK. This topic is really important with respect to the MRChem and the FRChem examination. One of my subscriber had requested to make a slideshow on this particular topic, and that's why today we are going to look at this topic. We'll do this by looking at three questions and then looking at the intricacies of the organ donation law within the UK, and then we'll revisit those questions to look for the answers. Let's start with the question number one. With regards to organ donation, whom would you speak to now? So 68-year-old female is brought in with history of collapse. She dies in the department despite extensive resuscitative efforts. The nurse informs you that she had an organ donor card. So whom do we inform with regards to organ donation? Is it the departmental lead for organ donation, ED consultant in charge, ICU consultant, patient's husband, or specialist nurse in organ donation? We will revisit this question at the end of the presentation. Let's look at question number 2. Which of the following conditions will rule him out completely for being a potential organ donor? 87-year-old male is in the ED with cardiac arrest. Options are active cancer, age greater than 85, alcoholic hepatitis, chronic renal failure, or history of previous blood transfusion. Let's look at question number 3. A 15-year-old Gillick competent child inquires his parents if he could be a potential organ donor. Which of the following is incorrect regarding the organ donation law relating to the child? Deemed consent does not apply to him. He can register himself. He can be registered by his parents or guardians. He can be only registered by his parents or guardians. Parental consent is always needed for organ harvesting. So let us look at what the law states. Organ donation law within the UK is different based on different countries. The whole of the UK has adopted something called as an opt-out system. That means you will be considered as a potential organ donor when you die if you are over 18 in the UK, all over, but Scotland says over 16. You have not opted out. So if you don't want to be an organ donor, you have to go onto their website and fill out an opt-out form, or you are not in an excluded group. So we'll look at what are these excluded group means. Excluded groups are those under the age of 18, those who lack mental capacity to understand these new law and the arrangements, those who are visitors to England and involuntarily living in the UK, those who have lived in the UK for less than 12 months before their death. So these are the excluded groups. So if you're not in the excluded group, or if you are if you have opted out, or if you have not opted out but you are under the age group of 18, so you can't be an organ donor. Who cannot be a donor is different from excluded group. So these people are actually not allowed to donate at all. So those with active cancer, those with something called as Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, Ebola virus disease, and HIV infection. HIV infected individuals can register, but the organ donation team will determine if they are suitable or not. So they can register, but the team will determine. How do you remember this? I have made a mnemonic called like ACE inhibitor. ACE active cancer, Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, Ebola virus, and HIV infection. So let's revisit those questions which we saw earlier. Take a pause and select your answer choices. So the correct answer over here is the specialist nurse in organ donation. So this person is absolutely important because they are very well trained to discuss the things regarding the organ donation and how it benefits. They can discuss with the family and everyone. But first thing you got to involve is the specialist nurse in organ donation. Once that person is involved, they will take it further from there and they will guide you about what happens next. Let's look at the next question. So which of the following condition will rule him out completely? So who cannot, and we looked at the mnemonic called ACE inhibitor. First thing was active cancer, and that's the right answer. Age is not a factor, previous blood transfusion is not a factor. So what are the criteria who cannot donate is active cancer, Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, Ebola virus, and HIV infection. And remember, HIV individuals can register, but the team will decide whether they are suitable or not. Let's look at the last question. Last question is about a 15-year-old, and we said that they are not automatically donors. So they have to register. So which one of the following is incorrect? The incorrect one over here is they can register by themselves. They can be registered by their parents, and parental consent is always needed, and deemed consent does not apply. So the incorrect answer over here is he can only be registered by his parents or guardians. No, it's not true. He can register himself as well. So if you're liking this video, please put in your comments below and tell me what videos you would like to see further. Do like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next video. Good luck. Happy studying.